Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be starting a new career mode. This is the Audi Grid to Glory, whereby we're going to be taking a driver fresh off the academy into the Audi Works team and working towards getting both the drivers and constructors championships. I'm curious to the number of episodes this is going to take, so it might be a long haul. If you're going to enjoy this content, stay tuned because we've got some spicy races coming up. So without much further ado, let's just dive right into episode 0. So we're going to proceed and set up the settings and options for our new career mode. We're going to be doing a full season of 24 races. Weekend structure was gonna be short qualifying and long races to cater for sprint weekends, but I thought I'd follow Tom 97's format of having short qualifying only for sprints. The rest of the weekends will have full qualifying, approximate weather, fault frequency standard, fault types high, driver moves will be on, and resource rates will be on default. In terms of rules and flags, I'll have them on, but corner stringency I'll leave on regular. Low fuel mode will be hard, car damage will be standard, surface type will be realistic. I was particularly impressed with the new roster of faces that are up for avatars coming up in this new career mode. It's going to be a bit of a change from the faces that we've been seeing a lot previously, and I ended up going with this face that is much more closer to my likeness. In terms of nationality, I ended up going with American because that's where I am currently, even though my home country is Kenya and it's not included on the list of flags there. I'm gonna go with Brandon Gohole, my full name there, and I tried to do GB6 for my initials, but that didn't allow me, so I got a bit creative and went with EGB. That should accept it there. In terms of audio name, I went with Burn because Brandon wasn't among the options, and that's gonna be closest to what we get, and my number will always be 68. Heading on to helmets. Now, I wanted to do something special for my home country as mentioned, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna set my helmet colors to reflect the colors of our national flag. Originally, I had gone with this design, where we have more red, black, and green. But then I thought of, in most cases, the national team colors will have a pop out of either the black or the red. So I thought of giving green a bit more love, and which is why I ended up with it being the top color, having red in the middle, and then a bit of strips of black and white here and there. And my ending design was this one actually, where the green was at the center. My apologies, and red is just the top. In terms of podium emotes, still we're a driver just fresh off the academy. I went with this one where I'm taking a photo in front of the crowd to keep it very Gen Z. And in terms of audio calls, I wanted to go with this one where I'm appreciating the team. You know, someone that's come through the academy. And the academy is of course going to be the Audi Revolut team. That's the team I'm also going to be driving for, with Gabriel Bortoletto as my teammate. With that, this is going to be a grid to glory that's going to be one for the books.
Finally, let's do this for real. Sorry it took so long. You know what these legal types are like? Yes, sir. No, sir. Here's 80 pages of needless jargon, sir. Anyway, believe it or not, this is my excited face. Come on. Let me show you what we've got. So, all the usual stuff, merchandising, likeness, blah, blah, blah. But the really juicy stuff is their expectation of you. They need you to challenge yourself all season, be the best you can be, dominate your teammate, become a legend. All that jazz. Now, it's over to you.
Now, this first season is going to be more tied towards getting the car fast enough to start competing for the championship. So for my rating, I'm going to go with a modest 70. just so that we can at least be working more on the car than on ourselves, and rather than have to put high expectations on us right on the go. Alright, let us proceed from there. Now you join us in the main career lobby, where we're just gonna look through some of the messages. First is up from Elena, telling us about our teammate rivalry, Mattia Binotto, our team principal, giving us the let's get going message, and our race engineer Mark telling us about the team of specialists. In terms of specialists, only the manufacturing expert is up, and we're gonna choose to complete our debut weekend as our objective. There's not much to talk about with driver details. We just currently have a 51-49% split on recognition with Bortoletto. Accolades, nothing to write home about, and we only have that rivalry that is yet to begin. In terms of R&D, this time I chose to do a more aggressive type of developments, whereby we'll be doing more aerodynamic chassis and powertrain updates, looking to make the car faster, and then as the season wears on, we can start looking at durability as we proceed into battles of attrition, making sure that the car gets over the line. Right now we're working on making sure the car is able to battle with the rest of the grid. So with enough points after a couple of days, I decided to do a powertrain update, because it seemed like that was the part of research and development where we were failing the most, and I decided to rush it such that we have it ready for our Australian Grand Prix. Bortoletto was looking at one of the chassis upgrades, so that's good. So yeah, let's next proceed to the grid reveal.
Okay, all the new parts have been fabricated and we're going to have them with us for the next Grand Prix.
The oil pressure pump update completed without a hitch, so that's going to be on the car for this debut weekend. This might be the first career mode where I get an upgrade before heading into the first weekend of the entire Grand Prix season. I also noticed that Bortoletto has the chassis upgrade set up and running. So we're going to just proceed up to race weekend day. And that might be it for episode 0. I don't believe there's anything more to cover. Stay tuned for episode 1 that'll be coming soon, the Australian Grand Prix. But until then, that's gonna be goodbye for now from me.